Hey.
You know what? It's good that you're doing good. Hot take. Nuclear take. Nuclear take detected. Mario detected. Hello, Mario. The will of Mario, steeped in conflict and chaos. Yeah, this remix is very good. It's by Ian Cowell on YouTube, featuring Numa Joe and Donnie Dixon. That's the link if you want to listen to it for yourself. But yeah, we have been absolutely blessed. If you enjoy SRB2 mods, if you enjoy racing games, if you enjoy kart racers, if you enjoy PSO, it's been a good week. Really weird that both SRB2 Infinity and Ring Racers just out of nowhere got a huge update on the same day. I'm pretty pleased about that. Because I enjoy PSO, I enjoy SRB2 Infinity. I think the last time I think it got its hard mode update back in March, I want to say. That sounds right. And then they have been since working on stuff. This is just the SRB2 vanilla intro. I need to load the add-on. It is literally just a mod for SRB2. So if you've never played this mod before, hey, good news. It's free. You can download it for SRB2. It's called Sonic Robo Blast 2 Infinity. Version 2.1 is the one you're looking for. It should be the latest version on... whenever you search for SRB2 Infinity, it should just be the first result, I believe. And it is a mod for SRB2 that turns the entire game into kind of an adaptation of Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity, but also with the physics of SRB2 to an extent. And it's actually really fun and surprisingly in-depth for, you know, a mod of SRB2. A mod of a Doom engine game, you know? It all comes back to Doom in the end. Anyways, hi, I'm Yogurt Sonic. That's me. Also, really important thing for this update, not only does it add the very hard difficulty and a ton of other stuff, it adds, like, actual proper controller support now. So I didn't have to do a bunch of, like, wrangling with my controller to get controller stuff working. It just kind of, like, mostly works natively now. The only thing I really had to mess around with, apparently there is a known issue with, like, left triggers that you have to change an option in SRB2, but aside from that, it's literally just like you plug it in and all the buttons should work as they originally should. You might have to play around with your, you know, bindings and stuff, but yeah, SRB2 Infinity. I'm Yogurt Sonic, hello. If you never played this is a mod for SRB2 that turns it into a kind of take on Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity. So it is now a loot 'em up. It is now a cooperative, you know, RPG in the Doom engine. The weapons are all sprites. I have the 3D models on, just because I want to try them out. And, the weapons are still sprites. I don't have 3D models, because there's a lot of weapons in this game. But yeah, like, it is a full, you know... It's a full RPG. It's got menus and shit. It's got stats. It's got photon arts. If you ever played PSO, you're going to be at home here. If not, you're probably going to still enjoy it. So I don't think you can do too much at the shops right now, because it all just sells, like, the default gear. Yeah, this is all just the basic stuff. So if you never played PSO, there are 3 different classes in this game. There's Hunter, there's Ranger, and there's Force, which is basically melee, ranged, and wizard. As you might imagine, Hunters are good at taking hits, getting in close with melee weapons, but don't really fight super well at range. Rangers, I don't think I need to explain. Primary attack from range, not really close up. And then Wizards cast magic, and spells have a bunch of different effects. This is based on Portable 2 Infinity, so you have type proficiencies. So rather than your class just explicitly determining, you know, okay, you're a hunter, you use melee weapons and only melee weapons, you get proficiency points that you can then invest into any weapon type that you want. So for example, Hunter starts with 2 stars in most melee weapons and 1 star in basic handguns. Because it also has the kind of universe one-handed weapons with like sabers and handguns or wands and that kind of stuff. And you can choose, you know, let's say you just really want to use a rifle that you found. You can invest points in rifle proficiency and start using rifles. World's your oyster. Yeah, I think we just get Dodge Master to start with. There's a bunch of passive skills as well that you unlock with these little skill points that you get more of as you level up. And then you can also change whichever class you are if you want. So you don't have to stick as a hunter if you decide you want to switch to, you know, force or ranger or whatever. There's also unidentified weapons, you know, techers and PSO. Identify your stuff. A bunch of little NPCs around here just kind of give you some basic hints. They're all just, you know, SRB2 sprites with PSO names because it's a lot of work to do custom sprites. But yeah, let's go do the first quest. We probably won't get to see too much of the new stuff in this stream, unfortunately, because a lot of it is based on... well, actually, I can actually show you. Hang on. Cancel the quest. Because we now have free fields. Those are unlocked later on in the game, so you don't have to necessarily do the campaign stuff. They actually have like a full challenge mode now, which I'm really excited to try. Unfortunately, you do have to beat kind of the whole game before you get access to that. And then arena mode is still arena mode. And then this is something that'll be in later. I'm not sure what that is going to be. We also have, I think it shows... No, not this quest. I know some quests have 13-star items now. Because I saw there was a 13-star drop when I was testing stuff. So we have rainbow drops. They're in. It's in the trailer. But yeah, this has the physics of SRB2, so you can't do, you know, your full thox and all that. You can't do the homing dash and stuff. But you have like a run button after you jump. You can hold down the button. You'll do a sprint, which lets you go a lot faster, but drains your PP. PP is what you use to use your special attacks. That's a special attack. You do a spin move with the big sword. Since I'm playing on controller, I also have access to like lock on pretty easily. I don't like the spin move. It's a little awkward, but there are other abilities as well. So if you never played Portable 2, the basic kind of gameplay loop is you go around, get to a locked gate, there's enemies, you gotta kill them. I also start with a handgun and a saber, so I can, you know, one hand... It looks a little silly when you're looking directly at the camera or away, but you have a gun, it's there, it's just a sprite, so it flattens out. So if you want to do a little bit of range stuff, you can build your chain. Chains are really important because they multiply your damage. Building chains with regular attacks is really important because then you can pop them with a special attack and deal a bunch of extra damage. So right now, this is the very first mission. Enemies are going to be very weak. I could probably just hold down attack button and win, but eventually you'll have to start doing stuff. That was a photon art. So sometimes you'll find discs with photon arts. So this one's for shotguns. This one lets you do a fun little jump move. I think you can actually sequence break with it in some areas. Lets you kind of float a little bit. And this is also fully multiplayer, so if you have any friends that want to try this, or some servers might actually just be running this, you can just hop on and play. And I believe for online stuff, your progress is saved on the server. So if you want to play offline, I believe that character is separate from online stuff. Getting PSU vibes so far. That's because Portable 2 was heavily based on Phantasy Star Universe. Both the Portable games were actually based on Phantasy Star Universe. But Portable 2 was the big one that changed a lot of the mechanics and made them a lot more fun and interesting. Like the faster generating PP stuff, that from PSO2, that came from Portable 2 originally. And Infinity was the version, like the kind of the deluxe version, basically, that included an entirely new campaign, a separate, you know, campaign, added level cap. Ooh, 2-star sword. Oh, I can't even use it yet. Added, you know, an extra level cap, added like a mission generation system. Really advanced for a PSP game. Unfortunately, we never got it in English officially. There is an English patch for it now. That runs really well on emulators, but yeah, no official release of the game, so that is the only way to play it if you don't speak Japanese. I still have my physical copy of Infinity, but my PSP, the battery blew up, or it blew out, I should say, so I can't exactly play it on that anymore until I get a new battery. Also, I should point out, your gear has a couple of different attributes. So for example, this sword that I start with, it is Ice Elemental, which means it'll deal bonus damage to Fire Elemental enemies. And every weapon in this game has a potential, so this one is called State of the Art. So this one, it reduces the PP cost of my special attacks, so it makes it cheaper. This one also is State of the Art. I think most of the beginning gear is like just State of the Art, it's all kind of a basic little potential. And then your frame is your armor, so this one is Ice Elemental, which means that will take reduced damage from Ice Elemental enemies, but increased damage from Fire. And this one doesn't have any slots in it, but eventually you can start slotting in units to make it stronger. The chain building is a little simple when you're playing on your own, because it's just kind of, you know, it's just you, but when you're playing with friends, you can get, like, really, really, really big chains. It's still possible playing solo, but it requires a little bit more work. Ooh, spear. I don't believe this update added any new, like, weapon types or anything like that. It just added a ton of existing stuff to, like, existing categories, added, like, a bunch of stuff for endgame, because it added very hard as difficulty, which didn't exist before. So there's a bunch of new items, new weapons, 13-star gear, that kind of stuff. I figured it's also just kind of a good excuse to show this off again, because I really enjoy this mod. It's really fun. I played with some friends, and they really liked it too. Maybe you're not into ring racers, maybe it's too technical for you, I get it. Maybe you just want to play a little RPG, watch a number go up. Hey, SRB's got you too. SRB's got you covered for that too. We got everything. This game, Doom literally will cover every genre. There is still a little bit of jank here and there because this is, you know, built on the Doom engine, so camera can sometimes act a little weird. Can I actually use that now? What's a requirement? Oh, this is level 4, okay. I can't use the pike either. Damn, all this gear that I can't use. Enemies don't really pose a threat right now. Eventually I will have to start worrying about, you know, healing and not taking hits to the chin, but right now we're fine. I believe they also changed magic. They changed text in this game, so apparently they can now cause status effects, including to bosses, so gives a little more value to the raw damage stuff. Not that forces were bad before, but just gives them a little something extra, you know? I wonder if they rebalanced anything too, because there were a lot of weapons that weren't necessarily great. Like, I know there was a ton of exchange weapons where you could get, I think, 12-star gear. Or was it? It might have just been 10-star, actually. I think hard mode went up to 10-star. And it was decent, but it wasn't great for the amount of effort it took to make them. So hopefully those got a little bit of a buff. Ah, the boss. This has always had 3D models. Like, this is just the OpenGL renderer. Ugh. You can dodge attacks by jumping, by the way. That's kind of your dodge move. I just decided to turn on the 3D models because I wanted to. They also added a performance list for quests now, so you can see, you know, every party member's DPS, how much damage they did with stuff, an entire breakdown, which is kind of wild. But yeah, 3D models, this isn't exclusive to, like, SRB2 Infinity. This is just, I figured I'd turn it on for a little bit of flavor. The weapon models are still 2D sprites. Alright, what do we get? Shotgun, cane, baton, caliber. I think I might be able to use that, actually. Well, no, I can... Now the Gagoosh is better. Start Gagooshin'. What do I get? Okay, you start with a couple of skills, too. Right now we only have the one move, but there are more that you get eventually. Oh, I got an Azu weapon, nice. I'm gonna hang on to these because these are used in the exchange stuff later on. So it can be useful, even if you don't have a use for a ranged weapon, if it's like the specific area unique drop weapon, those are worth hanging on to.
I knew that groove was in your heart.
Oh,
man, are you
shit.
ready for this?
Is that Dr. Dubs hosting into another SRB2 mod? Yes, it is. Hello, Dubs. Thank you for the raid. We're playing SRB2 Infinity. Did you know that this mod got a huge update the same day that Ring Racers did? That's right, 9/11, baby. I'm just doing a little bit of inventory management here. So if you've never seen this mod before, hey, you're in for a treat. This is a game that converts SRB2 into Portable 2 Infinity, which is a fantastic game if you've never played it. If you have played it, then great, there's a new update out and you can play more. There's more content for you. Do I not have a new skill? No. Okay, the next one is level 5, so I gotta get one more level. Okay, can I buy new skills yet? Could buy a double saber. I don't think I really want the basic one, though. Okay, I think we're good on item management now. So I believe this vendor does eventually start selling skills, like photon arts, which is still too early in the game for him to sell them. So let's jump into the next mission. Apparently the multiplayer stuff is more stable now. It shouldn't cause desyncs when it loads character data. So the basic structure is you do 2 missions in an area, and then the third one is the boss mission. Well, I guess the third mission also has some stuff in the area as well. Actually, I should be using that new Gigoosh that I found. It's stronger. Could also use the pike. Never played a PSO2 or PSO? You should. Well, it depends what you want, because PSO can be a little archaic by like modern standards if you're used to more modern stuff. PSO2 New Genesis, I don't really like. I'm a bit of a hater. You can still play PSO2 like original style, but it's not being updated anymore, so probably gonna have a hard time finding people to play it. Portable 2 Infinity is great, but you do have to go through some hoops to, you know, get the translation working unless you speak Japanese. And then PSO2, or PSO Vanilla, PSO Blue Burst, I should say, is very easy to get working. That's, you know, a great time if you like it. And there's also Phantasy Star Universe. There's the Clementine server that you can play that on. I'm not a huge fan of Universe, but I respect that it is there, that the people are still preserving it. I mean, I think PSO is perfectly enjoyable offline. Because that's the thing, it was always designed to be playable both on and off, like you could bring your character online. It's just that they let you save your character data on your memory card in the Dreamcast version, so the game was absolutely rampant with not even hackers, just people who had access to a Game Shark or an Action Replay. But yeah, they do also have like servers running for the Dreamcast version of the game if you want to get that set up. You can actually just play the Dreamcast game without any of the Bluebird stuff. Although I have no idea how difficult that is to get set up. I'm getting a lot of Azul items, nice. Wonder if they bumped up the drop rates. I remember it was kind of a pain in the ass to farm these before because... I don't know if they drop from enemies now. Was that from an enemy drop, the Azul staff? Ah, here it is. The pain, the fish. The fish that kills you if you don't actually know how to dodge in this game. But yeah, I love this mod. It's so fun. I gotta get on the horn. I gotta call the homies, tell them Sonic 2 Infinity got a new update just dropped. They got the new difficulty. They got challenge. I'm really excited for challenge mode. I watched the trailer and it looks really fun. I always love the idea of challenge mode in PSO, where it's kind of like you start from level 1 and you find items as you go. It's kind of like a mini roguelike almost. The problem is that it's not super popular, so like you have to really have a group ready for it because it's not really the kind of thing you can solo. Oh, you should try it, Dubs. You would absolutely... Well, I don't know if you like PSO, but you would probably enjoy it. Ugh, I got launched. Also, now that I'm playing on controller, because the controller settings are a lot easier to get going now, I can, like, smoothly turn. Like, I don't have to do just 4 directions. Yeah, from what I hear, the netcode right now is actually better than GZ Doom for, like, ring racers. But apparently GZ Doom is getting an update soon, so... Not that I'm trying to turn this into a, you know, Doom Legacy versus GZ Doom. This engine's better. It's whatever works for you. The correct option. People are doing this shit for free, and I appreciate it. Hey now. I heard you charge it up to charge for me off screen. That's kind of rude. Oh no, this is not PSO. Like, the movement is a lot closer to SRB2. Like, it's still more grounded than SRB2. But, like, you can do stuff like canceling attack recovery into a jump, that kind of stuff. Oh, you tried out the GZ Doom netcode overhaul? Nice. I absolutely love that just Doom is still getting so much love to this day. Like, just Doom in general. Like, all the different engines people are running. Now, if only somebody would make a billion mods for Ast Libra. If only somebody would make a randomizer for Ast Libra, or like a new campaign or something. Oh, I mean, hog heaven. I did look into modding that game. Apparently it's like there's a couple of, like, sprite replacements, but I don't think there's a ton of mods otherwise, like, in terms of actually changing the gameplay. But I can't be too bothered about, you know, people not wanting to figure out how to mod a kind of a niche game that probably is not open source. As it turns out, making your stuff open source after you're kind of like done making money off of it, really cool. Giga Caliber, nice. Alright, we got a new frame there, so I want to set that up. Do I get slots on this? Okay, I have 1 slot, hell yeah. I don't have any units, but I have a slot now. Let's see, what is Giga Caliber? Oh, this one costs more PP. But it also is a little bit stronger. I think I'm just going to use a Gigush, though. Because an extra 5% attack damage isn't going to be huge this early on. Alright, turn this quest in. This game is just so nice as like a chill game. Just kind of like, you know, hop on, do some quests, sell some gear, hang out with your homies. It's not, like, super difficult to combat or anything. Like, you can optimize it if you like, but it's also possible to just hang out and chill. It's just PSO. It's just PSO in the Doom engine, man. It's just PSO in the Doom engine. It fucking rules. Sleeper cards. Okay, we should have... Yeah, there we go. So Iron Will allows you to survive a fatal attack once per quest with 1 HP. I don't really like it because it does cost 2 points. Find it to be a bit of a crutch. Yeah, Icon of Sin. Nobody... I don't think anybody likes Icon of Sin. At least the way it's implemented in vanilla. Now here we go. I can start buying units. So units can be slotted into your armor. So this one, for example, reduces your attack power but increases your attack speed a little bit. I think I want to get... I'm going to buy the Mind unit, because I like getting extra PP. Really? You just sell Grants and McGee? Oh, you always could get off the cart. Technically, you were able to get off the cart before you could even get in the cart. Whoa, mind blown, man. So I'm going to put in that Mind unit, so now I have 10 extra PP. And let me deposit those Azul weapons, because again, we can use those later. Might be able to use one now. Because the cafe has a bunch of weapon exchange items. In this case, the Azo weapons, you can exchange them for cores. Oh, they actually updated the icons too, look at that. So if I wanted, I could trade in 2 weapons that I don't want and get an Azo weapon, so on critical hits you recover HP. I still love that wands are sometimes called baguettes. Because I think I remember seeing the patch notes mentioning that they did add in a bunch of new icons, and I think I did see tech discs as well. I want to say those are new. The flavor yogurt is Sonic. It just says yogurt in the menu. Like, it's just yogurt. Also, I believe you can do custom sprites in this game, although, like, I think you can put in custom characters, but if they have special abilities, you can also use those, and they kind of break the game. But these are all just the SRB2 defaults, so, like, you got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Fang, and Metal Sonic. So you could make your dreams come true and become Yogurt Amy or Yogurt Metal Sonic or Yogurt Fang. World's your oyster. Alright, I think we're good. These items here, like the D-Band Ride and Shifter Ride, these are just like temporary buff items. And then Monomates are just healing items. Oh, look at that little Telepipe icon, that's new. Sorry, I'm just gonna take some time to appreciate the new inventory icons, because I think these are all new. Yeah, the little cards on the units too. Hell yeah. The weapons, those all exist. These are just the weapon sprites anyways. Well, the Shift and D-Band beverages actually existed in Portable 2. Actually, no, they were even in Universe, I think. They had, like, all the buff drinks, but then there were, like... Was it, like, 4 or 6 different buffs that you could apply in Universe, and they were like, maybe we'll trim that down a bit. Maybe expecting a player to do 6 different buffs is a little much. I want to get a better saber. Actually, yeah, let me use my spear a little bit. I'm still getting used to keyboard controls. Wait. Oh no, this is, there we go. Peak Crawler. Spears are fun because you get to move around a lot. Also, a lot longer range than swords, but a lot more narrow, so you're not going to be sweeping out big groups of dudes unless you line them up really nicely. But yeah, the most important thing is make sure to build chains. Unless you figured out exactly how much, like, you can kill an enemy. Like, if you can kill an enemy with a 2-chain or whatever, then go for that, but especially in multiplayer, building big chains is really helpful. Because enemies are scaled up in multiplayer mode. Game's a little easy now, because we're still in, you know, the baby levels. We're in Weenie Hut Jr. Can I lock into boxes? No, you can't. Sword. I like how the 3D model clips through the weapons, because the weapons are just 2D sprites. Also, you might be wondering, these are just like little... Sometimes they're hints, sometimes they're just lore. Just telling you, you know, maybe kill the turrets first because they'll be a pain in your ass. Poke. Thankfully, turrets are usually very weak. I need to get the parry skill. Really, just a basic handgun? Come on, give me a 2-star. You give me 2 stars of every other weapon. You owe me one. The spear has like a charge up so you can hold it if you want. I like how it still keeps the glow so you can kind of just spin and get a little rave party going. Your PP does stop charging while you do that though, so don't, you know, hold it forever. It's actually kind of fun, like, I remember figuring out how to speedrun. Ooh, that's an Azul double saber. It's actually fun speedrunning this because you can go a lot faster. Like, PSO, don't get me wrong, I really love that game, but there's kind of a hard cap on how fast you can go. Because there is no, like, sprint, there is no mobility tech, it's just kind of like, this is your walking speed. It was designed for 56K modems, so they don't want you, you know, breaking out ahead of everybody. Basic handgun. Yeah, I think they might have massively buffed up how often, like, area-specific items drop. Because I remember having to farm for a while. I wanted to get the exchange weapons, and I was farming for Azo weapons for a while, and now I've got like 5 or 6 of them. So they must have buffed it. Maybe the early ones at least, maybe the later ones are harder. Double sabers hit a lot, they're not like super strong individually, but they build chain really well. They're also decently wide, they can hit multiple targets pretty alright. Like, I remember optimizing exactly how much damage I would need to do, because there's a specific rifle in this game that deals double damage on its first hit. So I found out exactly how much damage I needed to do to, like, one-hit kill most of the basic enemies. And, like, I was still playing Hunter, I was still just using Hunter, but, I would use that. Yeah, look how much damage you get on the big enemies if you get a good chain. And just basically run around as a ranger for most of the level and then switch to Hunter. Switch to my melee stuff for the boss because that just tears through stuff if you know what you're doing. So now you can see why I wanted so much more PP. You can also do like attacks while you're jumping, which is... It can be a little tricky, but once you learn it, it's kind of satisfying actually. Because you can interrupt enemies if you hit them before they do an attack. And the fact that you can kind of just, like, jump cancel a lot of momentum is really fun. Alright, time for the boss. This game has bosses. Emergency! So this guy's pretty dang simple. Kind of just walks in a circle, stomps you if you're near the feet. Sometimes he does a big jump. This boss is absolutely clowned on by Overend. Because it's big enough to hit every segment, basically. And then once you get one set of legs, you're kind of safe from that side, as long as you don't go in front of it. Because it will charge you if it gets, like, right in front of you, if it's facing you, so just try and stay, like, off to the side. It'll kind of, like, rotate. So just move a little bit. And then eventually it'll just stop moving for a bit, so just go ham there. I'm out of pee-pee. Oh, I'm out of pee-pee. How much damage did the Gigoosh do, actually? Yeah, pretty close. Maybe a tiny bit more, but it's also a slower swing. I appreciate that this game keeps the tradition of Phantasy Star boss that gets completely clowned by any kind of good multi-target ability. What do we got? Grinders, always useful. Oh, Total Flame! First beam. I don't know, Exec doesn't really bully Guido. Guido holds his own. Damn. Got a 3-star rifle, but only 2-star swords and stuff. Still no better saber handgun yet, unfortunately. Yeah, Giga Caliber is another one of those. Costs more and does a little bit more damage. I'd actually switch this out because I believe these guys are weak to ice. This one has 2 slots. You cycle through gear pretty quickly in the early game, but eventually it will start slowing down a bit. I don't believe they added any new areas. I think it's mostly just the new level cap, the new difficulty, and like challenge mode and free fields and stuff, which is a pretty hefty update, don't get me wrong. Shell frames, don't need those. Do you have any skills yet? No, still just McGeed. I'm gonna buy another mind unit because I want more PP. Who wants more PP? Can you blame a guy for wanting more PP? I'll put us at 115. I don't remember if it's level 10 or 15 that you get the parry skill, which is really, really, really good for Hunter. Because if you use a special attack at the same time like an enemy hits you, almost like a parry, it nullifies the damage and then your next attack does more damage. So it's very, very good. Oh, I guess I could just buy a 2-star sword now. Yeah, I could buy a brand. My brand! Money isn't super hard to come by, so I'll buy a lock gun. I kind of wanted to do another run of that mission just to maybe get a 3-star weapon, because I believe they can show up. There's also special abilities for guns, but right now we only have Power Bullet. And we're not really a ranged class, so it's not going to be great. My brand! Yeah, let's speedrun that mission again. It's just like PSO, I'm farming missions over and over. Should go a little faster now that I have a better ranged option, because I can deal with the turrets a lot faster. Although you better believe I'm still going to pop all these boxes. Oh, they're not turrets on wave 1. Okay. There we go. Again, it seems very simple right now, like the combat, but it gets real spicy once you get to the later levels. They massively ramp up how difficult the game gets. It's PSO, you gotta break a box. You gotta do it. You simply gotta. I wonder if it's any easier, because I think I did have to do, like, the port forwarding stuff to get a server going on this game. Might have to do that again, because last time I played this was on my old computer. I'm probably gonna reset the stuff on my router to work my new IP. With the new device, I should say. Not quite a 2-chain kill. Yeah, these turrets are gone in 2 shots from pistol now. Much better. Yeah. I mean, port forwarding for most games, you don't have to do it anymore. Just that since this was... Actually, I don't know if this... I don't know if you'd have to. I don't remember if Ring Racers... I don't think I had to do any port forwarding for that to, like, host the lobbies when I was streaming that. So I'm pretty sure I didn't set up port forwarding for it beforehand. This is, in fact, a Sonic Doom RPG. You are correct. Maybe a little reductive, but you know what? You're 100% true. But yeah, I think for this game I had to set up my port forwarding last time to host a server. So you might have to do that. I remember trying to play online with this on the last version, and the only public servers available were god-awful. I'm not sure if they still... because I think I remember seeing dedicated servers didn't work super well the last version, and I don't know if that is still the case. So you kind of just had to host your own server. And the problem is, this is the type of game where one person just deciding they're going to go AFK and leave the game open can really hijack the entire game. Because you need everybody to confirm quests and stuff. So if one person just decides they're going to leave the game on and go have a fucking hamburger or something, the rest of the game cannot play. So I don't know if that's been changed. I need to look into the patch notes and see if that's doable now. Also, you just get, like, massive, god-awful desyncs every now and then, depending on the server, because I think that was dedicated servers that were causing that. RP servers? I don't know. I feel like servers in general were pretty rare for this mod, if I'm being honest. Take out them legs. Alright, cool. Actually, I can even swing through and hit the other leg. Are you gonna jump? Nope. You are gonna face me, though. I don't want that. I already have 43%, damn. Sword's doing work. It'd actually be faster to build chain by just shooting pistol. You can get a 3-star. Or 53, a little bit faster. Burst beam, baton, beam. I don't see any melee weapons in there. Damn. It really wants me to play Ranger. Ranger's actually really fun in this game because you get the aerial skills. Like, the shotgun jump over and shoot dudes on the ground thing is really fun, and you can fly around really easily with it. I mean, who wouldn't want to be Tails? Dude gets to be friends with Sonic the Hedgehog. I wish that was me. This one's 23% Earth. I'm gonna hang on to this one, actually. There we go. Hunter Physique. Yeah, you get more skill points. Now we have 5 there. I'm gonna take PP up, and I'm gonna take Hunter Physique. Yeah, as a kid you want to be Tails. As you get older, you want to be Hank the Chog, and then as you mature, you realize you want to still be Tails, because then you get to be friends with Sonic the Hedgehog. Actually, hang on. Before we start that mission, I want to run to the store. Okay, I think this is based on your level then, because now they have a bunch of new stuff. Okay, let's get Extend Cutter. I like that. Raptor I don't remember using this that much, but I'll grab it. Well, these are 5,000 a pop, though. These are not cheap. I remember Rage Dance being really good. I'll just sell the Burst Beam. Sonic the Ball God. You can be whatever you want. Remember, these are just the base SRB2 sprites, but you can add custom characters. You could be Hatsune Miku. Which would be canon, because Hatsune Miku does concerts in PSO2. Yeah, here's the other, there's a range attack, ricochet for pistols. I'm gonna buy Rage Dance. If you play PSO, this doesn't have, like, levels for Photon Arts. So you just buy the disc and that's it, you have it. Yeah, no, it's not easy, but the option is there. Raptor Throw. I don't believe... Yeah, I don't really like the run forward and attack thing for Double Saber in this game. At least not in the previous version. Maybe it's better now. But yeah, you need a lot of sprites for this. Thankfully, the weapons are all just, you know, sprites that float behind you, so you don't need to worry about those, but... Let's go to the mines. Let's go to the mines with Yogurt Sonic. Like, I remember watching somebody fighting the original final boss of this game, and they were using a custom character, and they were just flying around the arena and completely cheesing it. Which is a little funny, a little silly, but you know what, if you're having a good time. Who am I to say don't do it? I don't know if it would work online, though. Probably would if everybody has the mods. These guys are getting beefier now. It is really nice being able to play this on controller, although I think there are some advantages to playing on keyboard, because this game does have third-person mode, and like this can actually be useful. Like you can aim in first person. And I believe there are some spots where you can actually like kill enemies way faster if you manually aim versus letting the lock-on do it. Oh yeah, no, you definitely want to have downloaded stuff in advance, because I remember playing on a server that allowed mod downloads. I think they had some custom mods for like either characters or sprites or something, and oof, every time somebody joined and had to download it, just killed the game for everyone else. Although that could have just been the server not having the bandwidth to deal with that. I don't know. Still basic handguns. The game does not want to give me any better swords or gun. Oh, you have to die first. These guys are a pain in the ass. These guys burrow into the ground and then pop up beneath you. And they're not bad now, but later on in the game they become really dangerous. So it's a good habit to get into, just kill these guys as soon as possible. Yeah, that guy just went underneath, so just make sure you're moving once they go under. Gigoosh. God, I haven't played this in a while, but I still remember the layouts of the levels. Like, I know there's a box behind that pillar. Man, this game is fun. You ever think about just how many cool and fun games are available and completely for free? People working out of, you know, pure passion and enjoyment for the craft. They just really want to do a fun little PSO game in SRB2. Meanwhile, you got people going, "Oh my god, Nintendo's offering Virtual Boy games. Wow, they only cost $100 if I buy the attachments." Ah, you fell off. You fell off, now you die because you are very weak. Ranged enemies in this game are generally pretty low HP. Yeah, sorry. It's only... was it $20 or $30 to buy the piece of cardboard? We know you hated it in 1995. Maybe you'll like it in 2025. Ugh. You want to buy a DLC for a game that isn't even out yet? $40, please. How much is it charging for the Pokemon one? And, like, I understand there's always going to be post-launch DLCs for a lot of AAA games, but man... Man... $20? Okay. A little more reasonable. A little bit. Yeah, you also have to subscribe. It's not even that you get the games with the attachment either, is it? It's $100 and you have to subscribe to it. Yeah, and of course they'll charge you again for Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Maybe put out Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze a third time. Another $80. I've heard a bit of doom posting from Fire Emblem fans, being like, oh god, it's just gonna be 3 houses again. I don't really have a horse in the Fire Emblem race, but you know what? Keep on eating. I'm kind of over Nintendo for the most part. Like, I recognize I grew up playing the games and stuff, like, you know, Mario and all that stuff, but man, just seeing all the shit they're doing. I'm not gonna have any FOMO for not playing Donkey Kong Bonanza or whatever. I remember I used to be very, very ride or die for Nintendo, but these days it's like, eh. I'm good. Finally, new guns. Double Gladius. My brand. Problem is, these are still the same as the ones that I have now, so not actually great. Alright, sell these, I guess. 37% electric, that's not terrible. Actually, this is a lot stronger than the... Oh no, this is the Double Saber. Stronger than Azel Cutter. Alright, I'm gonna have a bit of a nuclear take here. Samus, on her bike, looks like an image from a graphics card cover. It looks like something you put on those old graphics card boxes of, like, a cool robot or a you know, some robot lady with, like, really reflective metallic skin to show you how advanced the graphics are. Oh, no, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that's what it looks like to me. I mean this with the most amount of respect possible. Looks like a graphics card box. Or I was about to sell that. Don't sell the Azel Cutter. You want those. Any other skills that I want to buy here? Burnout Quake, that's from Launcher. I'll hold off for now. The GPU Frog is very good. I will not besmirch GPU Frog. And yeah, no new skills here. Fine. Actually, I need to sell some of these units. I don't need all these. Because these are going to get replaced. There's, like, multiple tiers of units, so these are just, like, the very basic ones. I'll keep one extra mind unit for once you get a 3-slot thing. Yeah, for me, it's just like there's so many good entries now. In just like, you know, little indie games or other platforms that don't necessarily require you to pay. Looking directly at you, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Ooh. Game that runs like absolute shit on the original hardware. Actually, what is this? Potential on this? Firm stance. Rinse knockback from attacks, HP is more than half. Whatever. Not great. Pretty sure hunters get a skill that just prevents knockback anyways, so... Alright, I want to try my new skill. Oh, did Rage Chance? Rage Chance get changed? I can't hold it down anymore. They might have nerfed Rage Dance, actually. I remember Rage Dance being very, very good in the previous version of this, because you could speedrun some bosses with it. Wait, hang on. Oh, I thought I saw something else. Yeah, Rage Dance is just like a fixed duration thing now. Still pretty strong, but the fact that I can't just hold down the button on a 99 combo and get a Brazilian hits is a little rough. Oh well. I will adapt. It's probably new broken stuff anyways. But I'm gonna wait for the guy to come over here before I start fighting. Because I want to deal with you. Oh god, that takes a long time to recover though, hot damn. If I had had a copy of Gunstar Heroes as a kid, I probably would have changed my opinion on Sega versus Nintendo at the time. I used to be what you would call a fanboy. Since changed my ways. I realized Genesis could do some things that Nintendo didn't. Actually, how much damage does the Power Bullet do? 356. Not terrible. What can I say? I was a child, I was easily influenced by marketing, like, oh, well, I have a Nintendo already, so they're the best ones. Didn't know Gunstar. I mean, I'm kind of the same, I didn't really... Like, I knew about Sonic and all that stuff, but, like, you know, I didn't really understand half the stuff that was on the system until emulation was kind of a thing for me. I remember playing the very first time, like, holy shit, this game fucking rules. I tried Shining Force, I wasn't huge on that, though. Probably didn't help that, you know, I first tried it long after the series and my tastes had kind of developed. Were there items back here? Hang on. Yeah, there were items back here. There were goodies for me. Right, 1 Monomate and 27 Meseta. Let me pop one of those bad boys. I still would love to see a new, like, original series Phantasy Star game. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but would be cool. Rage Dance. I do remember the debate on Aladdin for Genesis. Because in the Genesis version, you got a sword. Which made it better. I know, I thought the Super Nintendo version was very good. The mid-90s period of Disney games where it was kind of like a mixed bag of like either really, really fun and really competent or the hardest fucking game you've ever played, looking directly at you, Lion King. Yeah, these days I am team who gives a shit what somebody else thinks about a video game. I don't think, like, Lion King was fine. I don't think it was, like, a great game, though. The combat was really awkward. The platforming was kind of basic. Like, the whole swinging stuff never felt right, as you would imagine from the second level of the fucking game. I feel like that was the case for a lot of Game Gear games, though, is... like, they had to be completely different due to the system's limitations. Unless we're talking, like, you know, Master System Sonic versus Game Gear Sonic, which are effectively the same games. Just with a slightly different viewing angle and probably slightly different performance. Yeah, they were still doing Capcom. When Capcom made a Disney game, it was good. Well... I think I remember seeing, like, ads for Tailspin constantly. It was like, oh, I want that. I want Tailspin so bad. And then I tried it. It's like, this isn't great. Was that a Capcom game? I think it was, right? Yep. Gotta time my shit correctly. Oh, I want that parry skill so bad, man. Well, no, I'm talking Sonic Game Gear and Sonic Master System. Like, those are effectively the same games, right? I'm not talking, like, Genesis Sonic versus Game Gear Sonic. I'm talking Master System Sonic versus Game Gear Sonic. Yeah, that's what I meant. Not Genesis. God. I'm so glad that my parents bought me the Game Gear battery thing. Because, man, that thing... the legendary system that uses 6... I think AAA? It was either AAA or AA batteries is a fun little joke. AA's. Too many. Hey, Dad, can you get me an entire pack of batteries for my Game Gear? Now we got the big backpack adapter, which lasted like an hour or two, I think. It was 6, it was 6. Ah, but you can play portable games in full color. The Game Boy can't do that. Oh, I can just open the key. For me, I think I just mostly ended up parking by an electrical outlet and playing it that way, because eventually my backpack thing stopped holding a really long charge, too. I felt bad because my parents bought it for me because I was in the hospital, I had appendicitis. And obviously, you know, they felt really bad for me, they wanted something to help me feel better, so they bought me that, but... Just never, like, I played the games that were on it. It came with, like, a baseball game and Sonic 2, but aside from that, I never grabbed any other games for it. I just... Oh, no. Alright, you can't jump on pads when you're locked on. To be fair, I did play the hell out of it because, you know, it was the only thing that I had, and I got pretty alright at it. I could beat the game pretty consistently. I suffered through the Antlion boss. I suffered through the boss in Green Hill Zone. I learned, I got better. I suffered, but I got better. Damn, more launchers. I don't suppose you have like a 4-star sword or a saber in there for me, do ya? Well, 3 stars, I'll take that. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Slash. Don't have any other upgrades I can do, though, for my melee. The Sky High Zone hang gliders weren't too bad. It was just if you wanted to get the emerald, you have to master that shit. I think this stage pretty much always has boxes behind the starting zone. Never actually seen Gurren Lagann. Haven't seen a lot of, like, you know, must-watch animes. Oh yeah, I guess I can show up the parry. Counter! Oh no, I was... It's really funny that both of the updates for this and Ring Racers came out on the same day. Happy 9/11. Because I'm huge on Ring Racers, and I was like, you know what? I haven't looked up on SRB2 Infinity in a minute, and yeah, it just turns out they also did their update. Chad, I haven't watched Cowboy Bebop. Am I cancelled? I have not watched Cowboy Bebop. Am I in trouble? Oh no. Mario's cancelled. Oh. But Andy, you've got to watch Cowboy Bebop. It's the anime. Look, I didn't have Toonami growing up, alright? I was a Canadian boy, so I got YTV. I got Sailor Moon, I got Gundam Wing. I got Escaflowne, weirdly. They had, on Teletoon, they had Card Captors. They had, what's it called? They ran, like, a night of, like, kind of just... When you fart so hard, your balls explode! They ran a night of exploding your balls now. They had a night of, like, Wings of Honamis, or Honames, however that's pronounced. I think it's Honamis. It was like Pat Labor, Macross Plus, and I think they ran Ninja Scroll that night as well, and they got a lot of complaints about Ninja Scroll, so they stopped showing movies after that. Because I don't think they realized what goes down in Ninja Scroll. And they thought, like, yeah, we'll just run this later at night, it probably won't get too many complaints about it. Which is a shame, too, because if they hadn't run Ninja Scroll that night, I feel like they probably would have gone more in on anime. I just realized I haven't drank any water since I started streaming. Oh yeah, Shinku, you are reading off the Canada list. The list of all the Canadian anime. Well, Cyber 6 was not really a Canadian thing, because they ran that on Fox too, right? But yeah, I believe it was like... I don't think they showed the entire thing on Fox. Did they? Monster Rancher, I think, was on a couple different networks as well. I think that was on Fox too, right? I remember watching Dragon Ball, like the original one on YTV, like early mornings. That was good. I think Code Lyoko was... I think they had it on Teletoon. I didn't really watch it, though. Did not really appeal to me. I am familiar with the funny "I'm tired of the jokes about my giant forehead" meme, though. That'll always be funny. Alright, I can just parry shit now, hell yeah. I can just be like, none for me, thanks. Hi, I've got a parry button now. Yeah, when you dodge through it, it does that little noise and you get a little electric aura around you. I think it only works for PAs, though, for your specials. I probably could Rage Dance and do a shit ton of damage here, actually. I don't know, these are just basic boys, never mind, not worth my time. That's Pistol's job. So I remember, like... I was one of the few people, I think, in English-speaking countries who watched Dragon Ball before Z. And I was like, why is that? They keep calling that kid Gohan. That's the grandpa. That's Goku's dead grandpa. Because I understood, you know, Goku had grown up, but I didn't realize that he also called his kid Gohan. And this was like the original dub version of Dragon Ball. The one with the song that goes, Goku, he's gonna show you, he's gonna help you find the way. Good song. Gets you amped up to watch some 90s dub anime, you know? Gohan Jr. Just speaking of Gohan, I need to eat some food, otherwise I'm gonna die. And by food, I mean my monomates. Which damage is... Oh no, the Pike is still 2 stars. I'm gonna try double Gladius for a bit. Yeah. Because that PA is a lot better for, like, dudes clustered together. Deadly Archer is weird. This is the... It kind of it's a little hard to tell because it is just a 2D sprite, but it throws it out a little bit ahead. So if you're, like, right pressed up against an enemy, it's not necessarily going to hit. You want to be a little bit ways off from an enemy. Hey, man. Don't worry, these turrets will become a real menace later on if you're wondering, like, oh, it's so easy, it's not taking any damage. First of all, I've played this game, motherfucker, I know how to do it. I'm playing a hunter, I can tank hits, I'm fine. But also... Well, I don't know if all the enemies are 3D, because... I don't know if there are 3D models for the later bosses, like the later enemies. Because most of these are just, again, SRB2 enemies, so they're just, you know, the models that they use for that game. What kind of gun are you? Auto gun. Oh, right. The auto lock-on's a little weird. Because, like, even though I'm facing, you know, I'm facing at this dude, like I'm facing backwards, it'll still try and, like, lock onto whatever's in front of me, and sometimes it can miss. Oh, there's the turret here. Ow. Fricker. Probably should use the saber for these guys, actually. It's a lot faster. Maybe not Rage Dance, though. That has such a long lag time afterwards. Helixin. Oh, another Exile weapon. The Exiled series are the... It's the weapon category for the mines. So actually, I think I want to use the sword here, because this boss likes to spend a lot of time out of melee range. Stab, 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 stab. Want to get that damage bonus from the dodge. There we go. A lot of, like, speedrunning the endgame stuff in this is fishing for a dodge proc, so you get bonus damage on your next PA, then building a massive chain on a boss and just going to town, like, deleting half their bar in a single combo. Yeah, this guy's all sprites. Alright, this is where the mechanics start happening. These little orbiting balls that you gotta shoot. And you get a big chunk of damage. 1,500. Oh god. Oh, I don't have any escape dolls. That's just instant death, huh? I thought that just did a lot of damage. Damn, do I have to redo the entire quest? Oh no, I think I can go back to the medbay. Why is my Sonic made from yogurt? Well, because... That's his color. He's Yogurt Sonic. Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to do that much damage. I thought it would just be like a big chunk that I could still survive, but nah, you don't touch that shit. Alright, back in. Okay, cool. It does not just kill the quest completely. A little bit of probiotics. Over 1 billion bacteria. Beneficial, of course. Who counts all the bacteria in this yogurt? Somebody's got to count them all. They can't claim that they have, 10 billion bacteria. Oh, you even keep your HP loss. Wow. That's wild. In that case, I'm going to go for the balls. I've got balls of balls. Is that gonna kill? Not quite. Damn. That kill took me to a B rank because I took so much damage. Oh well. Oh, that's funny. It actually... This is actually considered like a party member for damage. That's funny. The Zonde Pod did 3,000 of the total damage in this quest. Great job, Zonde Pod. Not great job, Mario. Ooh, we got the intermediate units now. We're getting 4 stars. Flash! Burster, 4-star. Always with the range weapons. They really want me to be a ranger. Okay, we got a fork. We got a sneg frame. I like how all the, boss-specific drops are just fucked-up versions of the animal type. Like, it's not a turtle frame, it's a total frame. It's not a snake frame, it's a sneg frame. Sneg. Ooh, we got the Christmas tree sword. Multiple Christmas tree swords. And a doubless? Oh, man. Did pretty good. Hello, doubless. It was very expensive. That was not very good. Not a good Mr. Dink. Not my best Dink. Those will be good, though. Oh, I just realized I don't think I've used my fork at all. Or not the fork, the new skill at all. Because I got Extend Cutter. I haven't been touching that at all. Oh, nice. This is the one that gives you passive PP regen on top of your existing one. What do we got here? 30% ice. I think the next area is mostly gonna be ice enemies, so I'm probably gonna use the electric one. Because Extend Cutter is surprisingly solid. It's a fork. Yeah, these ones also have the PP regen thing. Cool. Upgrades. There's no end to the amount of jokes you can make about, haha, it sounds like pee-pee. Looks like it does not round up, though, so I want to get one more. I need one more max pee-pee. Penguins. Penguin Rampa. Camera, please. Because the sword beam is piercing, so it hits multiple targets really easily. It's also really long range. It's not super exciting, it's just, you know, swing, sword, beam come out, but it's very good. There we go. Exactly 150. Beautiful. Love to see it. I think the 10-second recovery thing also, like, it'll tick while you're doing stuff as well. So, like, since I'm running, yeah, you still get PP back. Cool. So that will help a lot with offsetting the PP drain from running. Because running is not free in this game. You do have to spend resource on it. Jumping is free. It gives you a little bit of a boost, but not as, you know, quite as fast as running. Too early. I wanted to try and go for the parry. Fish. Really? That didn't parry? Wow. What is the parry window on the... Oh, maybe I'm getting pushed away. I was gonna say, is that a stock Doom water texture? That absolutely is not stock Doom water texture. No way. Oh, these fuckers. Snowman robots are priority 0. They come before anything else because otherwise they will freeze the shit out of you. I believe water also slows you down, like you can't get full run speed on it. Or maybe you... Can you not start running in water? How does that work? Like, I'm using PP like I'm running, but it's weird. I don't know. Water's weird. Nobody's figured out how water works yet. Maybe you'll be the first. Fun little trick they play on you, try to fool you into thinking you gotta kill the crawlers. Nah. Snowman's right behind him. I'm still pressing it too early. I mean, you're probably right. Because, like, you can't see through water. Like, it's probably invisible. There we go. But yeah, the piercing is really nice. It hits really far out, so... Surprisingly good idea to turn your sword into a ranged weapon. Also, we're starting to take some actual damage now. Zoom. Ice physics are also a thing in this mod. A lot of boxes in here. You want to keep an eye out for the area-specific weapon drops. I remember this area probably being the hardest because there aren't really a ton of boxes from what I recall. But then again, it feels like they also did bump up the drop rates, so maybe that won't be as much of an issue now. These guys can actually be really good for hunters, like the dudes with the spikes. Because if you time your parry for when the little orbiters touch you, you get the parry for free, basically. It's any source of damage can be parried, I think. Actually, no, any source of damage with, I think, 1 or 2 exceptions. But yeah, like, I could do this, I could just line it up in a row, and the beam will hit both of those turrets. Quite nice. This does not have slicers, no. They haven't added any new weapon types from the last one, unfortunately. I understand, it's a lot of work, but... But yeah, slicers are kind of the hunter range weapons. Well, a hunter ranged weapon. Most people, I think, just ended up using mech guns because they were the best in the game. It's like, yeah, Disca of... There were like 3 different types of the rare slicer, the common ones, and then there were a couple of other ones here and there. The only one that people really used was the one that did, I think, Berserk special. The Disca of the Brave Men. Level 20. Actually, like, the enemies have specific attack patterns, like, they're not too difficult to learn. Like the crawlers, for example, pretty much as soon as you get into range, they will charge you. So you can play around that and get your skill ready to go as soon as they do that. No. So that's what happens when you get frozen, you can't move. And unfortunately, it's not like PSO1 style freeze where you can mash out quickly. It's not a huge deal. This one you were basically just completely helpless for a few seconds, which is really bad. Ooh, Boreal Lance. That's the, what a shock. Oh, shock is crit damage. Critical hit, recover 4 PP once per attack. Yeah, sure, I'll put that on my palette. Cool, Ice Lance. It really, like, it's so wild that just out of nowhere, both mods were just like, nah, we'll do an update today. Okay, what is the... Okay, it's got a pretty long charge time on it, though. Good range, though. Has a nice little spear toss. Cool. I never really used spears a ton last time I played this. I was found swords or sabers generally just have more flexibility. Also, the moving around can be a bit of a liability in certain boss fights. Yogurt Sonic's taking damage. Mid-tier tech boost. Oh. Yeah, I should probably kill the snowman first. These guys will actually launch their spikes at you if you get too far enough away. I can just zhuzh around him, wait for the ball to touch, and then get my free parry. One free double damage attack, please. Takes a moment before these guys launch the ice mortars, so you do have a bit of time to rush them down and kill them. Which you should do. I think the later levels just kind of stop using the jump pads for the most part. So I feel like they only ever really show up in these early ones, like the first 3 stages, the pre-hard mode patch levels. That was good, Wildman. Nice, level up. Yogurt Sonic becomes stronger. The ultimate life form, not Shadow the Hedgehog. It's Yogurt Sonic. Really? Try the doublest. What's the damage on that like? Not too bad, actually. I know these guys are pretty weak, but not too bad. Another Boreal Lance, interesting. I think you're the fake yogurt around here. Comparing yourself to me? You don't have enough bacteria to be my fake, huh? I'll make you eat that yogurt! This is my alternate universe of Sonic where they're all made out of yogurt. Please stay tuned for my 5,000 page archive of our own. Where Yogurt Amy falls in love with Cottage Cheese Sonic. And realizes the two can never be together. Actually, I wonder if I could just... Okay, no, it's not a one-shot. I was gonna say I could probably just go for Deadly Archer, but these guys have too much HP to safely do that. Ah! Jesus. Penguins. Oh, this thing has a pretty big range, actually. Big the Cat is the only character inexplicably not made of yogurt or any kind of edible substance. He just is Big the Cat. Yeah, I think I like the Pine better for fighting these guys. Need to get more of a chain, actually. I'm not going for big chains. I can get much faster kills if I do that. There we go. Oh, I took so much damage that quest. Ooh, that's a 4-star saber, I think. Yes. Nice, nice. And a 4-star pistol, nice. Oh, I need higher proficiency for the Peacekeeper, though. No, he's got a gun. Yogurt Sonic has a gun. He's just not certified for higher rank guns. He needs to get his forklift certification. Although I could change that. I could fix that. I don't think it's particularly expensive. It's like, yeah, 600, it's fine. You can also freely respec this, so like if you decide, oh, I don't want handguns actually, you just get all of your points back, so pick whichever you like. Yeah, I should probably get a Photon Blast. Oh, I don't know what the input is for Photon Blast, though. I think the last time I played, it was on keyboard, so I mostly used that. I don't remember what is on controller. We might have to try and puzzle that out live. Hello, Mario. Alright. I'm going to deposit Boreal Lance. Like I said, hang on to any of the area-specific items, so like, anything that's themed after stuff that looks like an elemental thing or whatever, you probably want to hang on to that. Because there's a bunch of trade-in weapons later that you can use them for, so... 39% light and dark, actually. I'm gonna replace that. Sell these. I could hang on to them if I wanted to start playing Ranger, but I think for now I'll just stick with Hunter. I could probably just buy the lower tier stuff, honestly, if I decide I want to switch to Ranger. Okay, don't sell that. I'll deposit these units. I want to get Intermind units, those are the big ones, because that's more PP. There we go. We're now Peacemaker certified. I'm gonna try out these new sabers, actually. Okay, this one... I think it's just the boss stages that have the chance of getting that 13-star drop then, the abnormal cluster. Although it's gotta be really, 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 really low. Because this isn't showing any of, like, the hard mode drops, it's just the normal mode, but this is probably just tremendously rare, but a very tiny chance of getting it. So I remember getting, I think, the aberrant clusters in the last version, which were pretty dang rare as well from the hard mode bosses, so that is probably hilarious. The equivalent of finding a Psycho Wand. Try not to take as much damage this time. How about that? That would be nice. Ah. Nice, got the timing. Actually, I wonder if I could just Rage Dance a fish. Because they don't jump up again until they land, so that might actually be a decent way of doing it. Oh, I think that's the attack speed boost. Attack speed boosting units are good in this, but not quite like universally as good as they were in PSO because they do come with some heavy penalties. Oh no, this is the crit. This is the crit rate. I might actually want to slap that one on. Because the attack speed booster units in this dramatically lower your stats, especially the higher end ones. They're still very good. Well, actually, do these stack? Because these are both Photonic Keeper, and there's 2 weapons in 1 slot, so I want to see. Will I get 30 PP for doing this? Hello? Not going off now. Oh, is this only at full HP? Oh, it's only at full HP. Okay. I misread that. That's probably why. Oh, I probably should have bought some monomates, actually. Can I just do that? Is that allowed? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to just jump in. So I'm trying to get the procs on, what's it called? On the dodge parry, the bonus for the next attack thing, but I don't think it was working. I mean, this is just SRB2 vanilla 3D model. That's just what Yogurt Sonic looks like. Oh, damn it. Well, there goes... I need a way to recover HP now is the problem, because the second I lose any HP, that bonus is gone. Because getting 30 HP, or 30 PP every 10 seconds would be really nice, but the fact that I have to be at full HP makes it a bit of a problem. Use my pistol more. Yeah, the radius on range dance, though. Goddamn. Hitting a dude beside me. Okay. I can photon... Oh, there it is. Right bumper and left trigger, it seems like. Alright. This is mostly like a support photon. I don't think there's any actual attack photon blasts. I think they're all pretty much supportive. Oh, come on. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I thought the buff PAs were better, or not the photon arts. The blasts were better in portable. I remember using the one photon blast for casts that gave you like the maximum level shift in D-band, and that shit would just last. Like if you were playing well, you would get it recharged by the time it would run out anyway, so you could just pop it again. Very good. I guess I could also just Rage Dance and stop these guys from charging entirely. I think any amount of damage staggers them. I'd love to see a proper, like, release of Portable 2 Infinity. Like, PC Steam matchmaking. Oh, jeez. Let's see. There we go. It's also just an instant pop. It doesn't, like... You know, you don't stand still and wait for a 5-second animation to resolve, so... It was quite quick. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it would sell very well. Because, like, Portable did also not do super well in North America. It's one thing for me to like a game, but I don't really have the influence that could make them, you know, millions and millions of dollars. I don't know if PSP2 was a victim of piracy, but it just did not sell very well. Like, Phantasy Star had been kind of, not dead, but dormant for a while. Like, there was Universe, but that wasn't exactly, you know, rocking the sales charts either. I mean, I think the PSP emulator stuff now is mostly fine, because, like, there are 60 FPS patches for the games. There are, like, proper modern camera controls for the game, so you don't have to use a, you know, a one-stick control scheme for a 3D game. Why can't I move my camera? There we go. Oh, I think the lock-on going to first-person broke it a little bit. Oh, sure, having the option is not doing that is fine. It's just, functionally for me, there's no difference on, like, a PC, like a PC port of the game versus just playing it in an emulator at this point. Now, yes, if you wanted a console release, that would be different, but... Like I said, I don't think it's very likely. Don't laugh at my sprite-based gun. It's trying its best. I'm gonna go for you first. Oh, jeez. Right, I can't move with Rage Dance after I pop it. Maybe I'll just try and power shot these guys. Squeaky ass chair. Oh, I never realized the power shots actually knock you back a little bit too. That's funny. I mean, you could technically make a decomp of anything. It's just a matter of do you want to put in the time of effort to do so. Again, as much as I would love for there to be a proper decomp of Portable 2, Infinity, and all that stuff, depends on if there's anybody willing to do it. And considering it's not exactly the most, you know, jumpin' fan base, somehow I don't think it's gonna happen. Be cool, though. I'd play it. At the very least, Sega is generally pretty cool about fan stuff. Compared to, you know, Nintendo heard you were thinking about maybe developing a Pokemon ROM hack, so fucking die. I know, you know, not every ROM hack has gotten killed, but they just weirdly decide sometimes that they're gonna swing the hammer on this specific one and everybody else gets scared for a bit. Or decide that you running a tournament for charity is no bueno. We don't want you running Smash Brothers in that charity tournament. Stop that. That's not representative of the brand. The Streets of Rage remake was weird, too, because, like, Streets of Rage was very, very dormant at that point. Streets of Rage 4 wouldn't come out for at least, like, what, 15, 18 years? It was a long... That was back in, like, 2006, I think. Oh, thank God I didn't get frozen. Actually, there's nothing else here, so it wouldn't be too bad, but... Getting frozen is bad. Fucking Rage Dance! You got a shield during your break, so... Yeah, Mario Mon. Newbie's been playing that. Looks alright. I think I'm just not really in the mood for Pokemon ROM hacks right now, though. Well, Streets of Rage remake was kind of like... a lot of just... They were kind of just doing their own thing, what they felt was cool. Like, I remember there was that one thing where Blaze's top would come off, and I think they patched that out after everybody was like, why is this here, you know? So probably a lot of just weird shit that the developer was like, I want that. Cut to that one bit of the author's incredibly... what was it? The author's incredibly obvious fetish, or whatever it was. Oh man, I'm gonna see 3 pixels of a booby. This is how it was intended to be the whole time. Barely disguised, thank you. Well, Rage Dance, it did have a duration, like, it had a set duration before, but I think it was shorter before you could, like, cancel out of it, but now I think it's a little longer. More of a committal thing. Which, again, it's fine. I think Rage Dance was a little, maybe too strong before. Yeah, I'm dying on the damage taken stats this time. I should probably use the sword. That's probably the safest way. Just go for the, what's it called? The blade beam. Fine. I don't know why the boxes don't have tops. We try not to worry about that too much. Ooh, icicle frame. Come on. Ah, come on, give me the Intermind. I want the Intermind. And I'm pretty sure that's not an open GL thing either, because I'm pretty sure that happens in the sprite setup as well in software. Oop. Okay, it doesn't let you sell equipped stuff. Good! What's this claw? 23% electricity. Because somebody ripped off all the box tops to send away for a prize. Ooh, this is actually really nice. It's a little less good defensively, but it gives me more HP. Oh, that's right, I can grind armor too, I forgot. Well, no, they knew that they were gonna... Like, somebody was gonna come and break open the boxes once they put them there in the field, so they just figured, we don't even put the tops on. Someone's gonna come around with a gun and shoot these all. Ah, here we go, some new skills are dropping. Spiral Break, I remember liking that. Million Skewer... Oh, this is kind of like Rage Dance for spears. Actually, I remember liking Stretsvai too. Stretsvai. Could also get... nah. Resta doesn't erase any damage you take, it's just, you know, healing damage, so I might as well just keep his inmates for now. I don't have a ton of proficiency points to splash around right now. Buy some grinders, actually. Okay, Stretsvai, Million Skewer, Spiral Break, slap those on. Yeah, potency 2100. Also, sabers cannot have a second page of special abilities because they're only one-handed weapons. I might actually switch that out. Quick little blade beam, basically. Not too bad. Spiral Break. Million Skewer. I think I remember using Spiral Break a lot because it's just kind of instant. Like, there's no real wind-up to it, you just immediately starts hitting. Alright, time to fight a boss. Yeah, it's too bad that that effect only ticks off when you are at full HP. Playing as a hunter, I'm pretty much always going to be in the mix anyways, so... I know there are some ways to recover HP, though. But how much damage did I just hit a bunch of Stretsvais raw here? What is it? Not too bad, actually. A new form of ranged combat. Just sit back and swing your sword and beams come out of it. It's pretty safe. I don't have to worry about running out of, like, getting hit by stuff for the most part. I don't want to jump over to that, I'm lazy. Am I getting double PP for this, actually? I think that was... Let me see. No, that was only 15. Okay, so I don't think these stack, then. Bit of a bummer. Once they throw all their balls, they can't really do much of you. Ah! I think in the original context of the game, it was supposed to be like supplies left by the, you know, people from Pioneer 1. And then as the series evolved, it was just kind of like, yeah, there's boxes here, whatever. It's a video game. You want loot, don't you? Open the fucking box. Alright, monomates. I think breath is PP regen? Yeah. 5%. I'll hold off on that. You have to make sure that you breathe so your pee-pee can regen. It sounds like pee-pee. Sounds like urine. It sounds like piss! Oh right, I have threats right now. Sometimes the hitbox in these guys is weird, because they're always trying to just run directly into you. Hello? Oh, crab. You're not crabs, octos. I'm gonna sit back here while I have my ability active and just shoot a bunch of these. Take down most of your blood. Hope you don't mind. Gonna orbit these guys so the balls never touch me. Oh nice, you waste all your balls, you fools! It also attacks really fast too, so you can get a lot of them out when a chain gets broken. The jump button defaults to right trigger, at least on my controller, which felt a little weird to start, but now it feels kind of natural. Because you do it so much, it's kind of nice to just have it on like a button you always have access to. You don't have to like move your fingers around. Force frame. Camera can get a little weird when you're in lock-on mode near a wall. It doesn't do the what's it called, ring racers thing of just kind of going through the wall. I move my chair. Sorry if you're hearing all the bumping of me moving my arm around. My problem is, like, I find I will drift over the course of a stream, like start moving my head. For wall, don't really want that. Alright, I can just shoot these in the air, too. There we go, that's the winner. Gotta dance right out of range there. Penguin. Oh wow, you can cancel out of that super fast too. Okay, you have to hold right bumper first. You can't do left trigger then right bumper. It has to be right bumper then left trigger. I know I said earlier that these guys are priority 0, but if you can kill stuff fast enough, it's fine. The turrets especially, like, not only do they do more damage in higher difficulties, but they start firing corruption bullets, which will make your stats, like, completely inaccurate, like your HP bar and all that, so you won't actually know how much health you have. And I haven't seen what very hard stuff does. I don't think we're going to get to be able to see very hard. But, man. Could you imagine they just have a turret that fires bullets that straight up just freeze you at regular speed? That'd be rude. Oh, the boreal weapon. Chlorophyll, more like borophyll. Ah! The fish punished me for that terrible joke from the water boy. Oh my god. Stop. Gotta remember, I don't have automate, so I need to make sure I'm popping them myself. They also, in the last patch, they added, like, monomate sickness, or mate sickness, I guess. So you can't just, you know, jam a billion trimates as you're taking damage like you could in PSO. Problem is when you do that, the only way you can realistically challenge the players by one-shotting them, which isn't super fun in most cases. Because if they effectively have an on-demand heal that they can just pop whenever they're in danger and have any consequence of an attack be reverted, not that scary. Oh, nice. Home Run Havoc. I think that's her launch. Yeah, that's the one where you swing the launcher like a golf club. Really? That was still active? Maybe because it was on a downhill. Weird. Make sure there's no cheeky little snowmen behind me. Photon Blast charge relatively fast, so like don't feel like you have to hoard them for boss fights or whatever, just use them. It's working pretty well. A couple quick little combos and then pop a Stretsfy. Another Icicle Frame. Is this the boss teleporter? I think it is. Yeah.
Emergency code due.
This boss is a lot spicier on hard mode. This is normal though, so it just kind of like shoots projectiles for the most part. Does a couple charges every now and then. But I wonder. Pretty good damage. We'll take my parry frames off of your ice, please understand. The only problem is I can't build chain with this very effectively. I don't remember if this music is from NGS or just PSO2, one of the later updates. Sadly, I don't have overend, so I can't do the big, huge light sword. Everybody's favorite overused technique from PSO2. It didn't really get used that much later on because there were just better options, like overend just took too long. That was too early of a jump. I'm getting caught by the wave after. I gotta remember he fires the wave after the jump. Still getting B-rang. I'm doing terrible on damage taken. Ooh, Alva Fork. Getting 5 stars. Just kind of hoping for a saber. Partisan's fine, I guess. It's actually slightly weaker because it's only 90% PP cost and 90% power. I believe that only applies to special attacks, though, not regular attacks, so... It does work out to still slightly being stronger than the Boreal Lance, only slightly. I'll just use it so I can deposit that, because I want to use it for materials later. Yeah. And now we get to do 4X, which is just a boss fight. Originally the final boss fight. The very first release of this mod, that was kind of the end, but they have added a bunch of new stuff since then. I guess I'll buy Spin Advance, just knock that out. You can find discs on the field as well, they're just a little rare. Everything else can be sold, I think. Damn, 3 5-star wands, unfortunate. Where's a reinforced frame? 26 defense. Should probably use this one coming up because I believe the boss is Dark Elemental. Blitz could also be good, actually. I might want to slot that in. Let me buy some monomates here. Is this new? I don't remember this. Might be a new skill. Probably gonna stick with what I have though now, because immunity to knockback is great. The parry is kind of non-negotiable. If you're playing Hunter, you want that parry. Because it just, not even for blocking attacks, it just unlocks so much high damage potential. Level 30 plus, we'll see how we do. Yeah, this guy can drop black matter. D. Tyler Perry. Actually, I think that's a vanilla Doom texture. I think those are the, like, computer monitor textures they use in some of the areas, the tech bases. Alright, I need to switch to the dark armor. So I'm pretty sure this boss uses dark elemental stuff. I might change this back. Actually, I'll change Crushing the Leap, because I feel like I don't really use it that much. I'll keep Rage Dance as my big damage, and then Threats 5 for the safe and reliable. Yeah, Metal Sonic is in the original Doom. It's always been there. Anyways, Blackflow, he's here. Alright, pretty good damage. He likes to laugh. Absolutely not like a one-to-one Olga flow thing, but very, very heavily inspired. He's actually got a lot of different attacks. He's only just kind of using the linear beams, though, for now. Linear explosions. There we go. I'm just going to stressify from back here. That, when he does that, like, really loud yell, that's him doing, like, a proximity explosion around him, so... You can dodge through it if you're nice. But it's a little risky. Thankfully, that white little flash is not what hurts you. It's the explosion after. The white flash is the warning to say, get the fuck out of here. Oh god. Oh, 115. Oh, I think the damage numbers are actually, like, colored correctly now to show you what elemental damage you took. That's cool. Definitely was not in the game before. Not too close. Nice. Yay, we did it. We beat Black Flow. Olga Flow definitely does not have a second phase. What are you talking about?
Change over. Code. Disaster.
I'm gonna let you get out of that. You do be screaming a lot. Feels a little... it might just be because I'm used to this fight now, but it feels a little easier. Yeah, Dark Falls will only ever have one phase, ever. Oh god. Ran too fast. Oh, I parried that. Hell yeah. I'm nice. 100% intentional. Calculated. Oh, right. The hand. I forgot the hand. God, I always get donked by that. Thankfully, I have dark armor, so it's not going to do a ton of damage. Damn it. That one kind of traps you if you go too quickly. I want to try parrying it, but I'm scared. Yeah, I'm nice. I'm nice, actually. I'm goated of the sauce. He does it again. Although without a chain, so it did very little damage. Emergency code disaster. Nah, too late. I think my favorite is when he calls Code Abyss. Because it only ever gets done once in the story. They have a code. Normally when, in PSO2, the thing of yelling, you know, code, emergency, whatever, that's them declaring an emergency and ordering you to kill a specific target. And there's one time in the story where they call Code Abyss, which is to kill an ARCS member who has gone rogue. And you are the target of that emergency code. It's really cool because it actually shows up on the map as, like, you are the target for the trial. But for obvious reasons, that does not show up in the actual gameplay. Could you imagine just playing an MMO and then PvP enabled, kill this dude? Woo! Is that black matter? Oh, hell yeah. Good job, Yogurt Sonic. Oh, nice. Alva Doublis, Alva Pine. Vita Claw, hell yeah, all the good. Getting all our melee stuff upgraded. Ooh, 6-star sword, nice. Vita Doublis. Oh, can't complain about a 6-star. And some black matter, too. I don't know that we can even trade in the stuff for black matter. I think you have to be level 30 for it, so we might have actually gotten real lucky. Hey, Vita had 2 sticks. Vita did have 2 sticks, right? I would never want opt-in Code Abyss as somebody who has played the PvP in PSO. In PSO 2, it's not good. It's not very good. And keep in mind, the PvP in PSO 2 was like a relatively sane version of PSO combat. Like, with all the tools actually available to players, any kind of actual PvP would suck so much. Oh yeah, I can't even use this weapon yet. It's level 31. Oh no, I know what you mean. I was trying to remember if you could actually use, if the Vita had 2 sticks or not. Because I never actually had a Vita. Yeah, black matter is an actual sprite now, look at that. Can I at least exchange it, or is this just completely locked off? Oops. Successful dodge roll, increased crit chance, 20% for 60 seconds. That's not too bad. Wait, what is Resurgent from? I thought Resurgence was the combined stuff. I thought it was a currency. Is it the other exchange? No. I might just not have the level to get the exchange available for it yet. I mean, the problem is we do have consoles we can fit in our pockets. They're just phones. Yeah, I remember the touchpad on the back. I remember that about the Vita, but I never actually held one in my hands. Yeah, I'm definitely have to level up a few times for that guy. Honestly, that might be why I'm taking so much damage, because I'm kind of just rushing through everything. I'm not... The only mission I farmed one time was the turtle mission. Alright, let's add the Alva Pine, Alva Doublis, oops. Actually, we can replace the spear too. We can't use the Vita Claw yet. Might want to consider start using... Maybe I'll wait until the Vita claim more stuff. I'll wait till I get to the 6 stars before I start popping grinders. Okay, that should be good. Do you have any new skills? Probably. I think the next tier of stuff pops up at level 30. So we're level 29 right now. Actually, I'll get Tornado Dance. Just fill out any missing stuff I've got here. The problem with Tex is that you have to... you spend a lot of money on all the discs if you're not lucky. Put the black matter in the storage for now. Vita Pine. What if they changed any of these levels, actually? I don't think they did, but maybe. Maybe we should get 7-star stuff now. Like, leveling up, fighting 4X is pretty quick, but it's also not super exciting. And I do want to show off the other stage available. Well, other stages, I guess, but I don't think we're going to get to all of them on the stream. I just really wanted an excuse to play this again. Unfortunately, most of the stuff in this update is more focused towards the endgame stuff, which is fine. I'm all about that. Oh yeah, we're just getting 6-star drops as regulars here, too. Oh, these fucking crabs. These guys are the worst. Because they do this shit. They spin around, bounce off of walls, and cause full launches. I don't know if that works with the hunter skill, if that cancels it. These guys, maybe not scary in normal mode, but on hard and above, probably going to be a bit of a nightmare. Okay, it's not a full launch anymore, or at least not with the skill I have, but... whew. Especially if these guys are in like a closed room, an enclosed area. Oh my god, they would kill you. Room over room, baby! Yeah, now we're getting to the part of the game where they added both in, like, a bunch of new quests and then to hard mode versions of these as well, so there's a bunch of new enemies that are a little more threatening, that do more stuff than just kind of walk up to you and ram into you, you know? They still do exist, of course, but now they kind of use them together with other enemies, like in Doom! These guys use the dodge roll. Oh god. Let me try to use my gun a little bit. Alright, I still have Rage Dance. Can I interrupt these guys, actually? It's hard to tell, they attack really quickly. Okay, Photon Blast is ready. But yeah, they would bounce off everything, just pinball everywhere. In the mines equivalent, this is a nightmare. Because the mines areas are generally pretty cramped. Rostig frame. What's that got? No more defense. Actually, a lot of PP too. Oh, this only has 2 slots. No. I don't think there's any variance for like slots on items in this game for armor. I believe every, like, armor just has the fixed number of slots that it is supposed to come with, so... I'm gonna lure these guys over to this wall so I don't have to fight them in the stinky zone. We're kind of at the point of the game now where I can't just, you know, stand in one spot and trade blows. Like, I actually have to think about what I'm doing. Try and go for dodges and parries and stuff. Alright, I can't go down there. Okay, I can one-shot the turrets with a single Stretsfy. Yeah, 2-chain is fine, I can 2-tap them. Oh no! I needed that to hit. I could try and fish for dodge procs off of these, off of like the fire, because I believe that counts for like going for parry. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I believe it does, don't quote me on that. But it's also a little risky, as you saw. Yeah, dog procs is when you are, beat a beam gun. It's when you're playing that one, you're playing Leviathan in Destiny 2. God, dog bottom is never gonna leave my vernacular. Oh no, the Resurgence series is just this area's drops. Okay. A couple of these off. Oh, that didn't stun you? Wow. Maybe these guys just don't get stunned after a certain point. That's surprising. Alright. Let these guys charge at me, try and group them up. Get out, because I don't want to eat that charge. It's a lot of damage. It's nice that they did add the color coding to damage types. So you don't have to guess anymore, be like, oh, this is probably an electric enemy. Now you know based on the color. Oh, big! This is the same guy we fought in the earlier stage, but a little more dangerous in an enclosed area. Anyways, Rage Dance. I didn't dodge the shot. I had $1,700 on him. I would say that's a lot, but I'm pretty sure most of the gear we find sells for more. Oh, you know what? I think it is sending stuff to storage. Because I think originally you couldn't hold more than 5 and it wouldn't prompt you to send stuff to storage, but now I think it does. That's really nice. Not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, because restocking on consumables is pretty trivial once you get higher in, get deeper into the game. Enter body, come on, I want a mines. I want more pee-pee. Pee-pee, please. Men only want one thing and it's disgusting. I know I'm using a lot of ranged weapons now, but eventually, from the last time I played, melee weapons get very, very strong in the higher end. Just right now it's safer to be a little more conservative with my attacks. Just still a little fragile. We don't have all the goofy shit yet. Actually, 6-star frame. Ow. Definitely would like that. Oh god, the first-person aiming on a controller is so sensitive. Oh, level 31, I can use my good shit now. Dretzvi also fires pretty quickly, so you can usually get some lucky parries without even trying. Alright, beat a Claymore. Beat a Doubless. I keep putting it over my spear. Not that I'm using the spear a ton, but... Beat a Claw, absolutely. Beat a Beam Gun, absolutely. Nice chunk of damage. And then maybe once this mission finishes, I will go and check and see if I can exchange for the black matter. I parried a laser. Did you know you can parry lasers? I guess they inflict like an invisible point of damage, or maybe they just deal damage. I thought they summoned reinforcements. Ooh, red box. Oh, escape doll. Wondering when those are going to start showing up. Ah, this room. You might be wondering, why are you using your pistol? Well, you remember that automated turret from earlier? There's one in the middle of this room. Thankfully, the timer does reset if you get back in cover, but it's still a little obnoxious to deal with. Also, I really hope you have some kind of ranged option for this room if you're playing a melee class. So if you're not like me and didn't buy a nice little blade beam move or whatever, you just had to kind of have to deal with this mess. Oh. Caught on the invisible wall above the crack. And that's what happens when you get shot by the turret. It does a lot of damage. You have a bit of time, but it's not a ton. And I'm pretty sure you can't damage it either, like it's just completely immune to attacks. It'd be cool if you could make it hit enemies, but I don't think that's the case. Have them take the hit for you. As long as you're locked on, you will hit, even if it looks like the camera's going all over the place. The lock-on will usually never betray you. Usually. I was trying to wait for my PP to regenerate naturally so I could fire off another one, but was not to be. I had to run in there and pop him one time. Only problem with Stret's Fi, it's pretty intense on PP usage. Still kind of wish they kept it as TP from PSO 1. It's a little less silly to say out loud than PP. I love that dodge mastery skill that gives you extra iframes. It is fantastic for Hunter. Just gonna poke this guy down before these guys start being a problem. If I was a ranger, I could be using a shotgun right now and hitting all these guys in a clump from range and building chain with it. Actually, does this? Okay, no, that does not recover PP. It is only HP recovery, so you gotta get your PP from somewhere else. It's a little weird to tell, but I'm not actually in that fire. Right, base gameplay. Oh god. I would like to not die at the very end, please. Guys really don't have any purpose in life once their balls are gone. They just run directly at you. Was that a red box? Oh, nice. 7-star gun. Pistol, I should say. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, I think the Posh Shooter is a weird one. I want to say it's like less damage, but it does... Yeah, it's 50% increased attack speed, but reduces damage by 80%, so it's good for building chain. But not for actually, you know, killing stuff. Not bad for hunters, though, if you want to build chain. Might actually consider swapping that out. Can I switch target? I don't remember if there was an option to do that with, like, the stick. I don't think there is. I'm so glad that they actually have, like, proper controller mapping now. Hey. I'm gonna wait to see when the attack comes. It does the big ball. Oh, right, after you knock them back, it stuns a little bit. Oh, I missed the dodge. That's the tell for the charge. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I expected. Ooh, red boxes. Oh, nice. Samsar frame, love that. An escape doll. Pick this up to sell it. Grenade. It also mentions somewhere in, I think in options. Goes up to 15 stars now for the rare drop animation, so I think there might be some nice little treats in there. You don't understand how much dopamine seeing that rainbow box gives me. I still don't have any options for black matter, so I might just need that to make other component weapons. Why does it go 35, Resurgent 34? That's so weird. Maybe the 34 is the combined, like all the 3 area-specific items. I think that might be how it works. Anyways, I think I'll call it there. Again, there was no way I was going to be able to show off the very hard stuff, but I just wanted an excuse to play this again to show it off to people, because this mod is really cool. Ring Racers is really cool. SRB2 Infinity is really cool. You should play them both if you like, you know, Sonic fan games. Let me actually drop a link there in the chat so you can find it if you want to try it for yourself. The PK3 file, you just drop it in the same directory as your SRB2 install. And then you can just add it in the game. There's an add-ons menu that you just load that from. And then you're gravy, baby. But that will do it for me. A lot of SRB2 this week. Unfortunately, it just keeps happening. You just get lots and lots and lots of SRB2 stuff at one time. It's how life goes. C'est la vie, as they say. I'm gonna raid you all over to Minimat, who's playing some Blueprints. I'm not sure how far he is in the game, so just be aware. You may spoil yourself on the game if you want to play that blind, so be careful of spoiliopes if you're hanging out on Matt's raid. He's a good dude, though. Even if you're not watching, you should follow him. Yeah, I hope you'll enjoy the rest of your day. I will catch you all on Thursday. Still debating if I want to do Execution or more FF12. Maybe more... I'll probably do Execution or FF12. I haven't played those recently. I play a lot of MGS5. Probably one of those. Anyways, have a good one, gamers. Take it easy.